So, I want to have a quick discussion about the current trend I've seen. I like to look at a lot of individual YouTube channels, not huge ones. Like, I'm not big on massive million viewer channels. I like the niche ones where people are having discussions about things, and it really gives you a lot of insight into where the culture is headed mentally. In a post pandemic environment, you've seen a lot of people kind of move towards the I quit, I give up. I am unplugging from the American dream. That's something that the algorithm has kicked at me multiple times. Is constantly like, check this out from this person, check this out, and it's all about this idea of opting out from the American dream. And I find that there's like at least three fundamental arguments within that statement that don't make a lot of sense if you stop to pick them apart. So the first thing being is like, what is the American dream to you? I think a lot of people don't realize what a level of privilege we live with, in America. Now, that's not to say it's perfect. Please don't misconstrue me by saying, we live in a utopian society where everything is peachy keen for everybody. That's not the case. However, we live in such an advanced society with so much overall wealth that we have time to really delve into the psychosemantic issues that we have and start picking things apart. And we're past that I'm hungry, I need to eat, let me find a bull to slay. Like, we live in a civilized society where you now have the safety and security to sit down and really have an existential crisis. It's crazy. So with that being said, what is the American dream exactly? I think a lot of people, at least the way I see it, the way it's always been pitched to me, it's this idea that no matter where you come from or who you are or what your background is, you can get on a boat and you can come here and you can carve out a life for yourself. Is that true for everybody? I don't know. I don't. And I'm only putting it in perspective. Like, I like to think that anybody can make a way here. How true that is or not, I can't say. What I can say is I didn't come from money or affluence. I didn't have like a pedigree or anything like that. And the life I live, I feel is pretty sweet, man. Like it really is. I have minimal college education. From when I was in the military, I did a few college credits. I don't have a degree in anything. I've got certs and some trade skill, but that was all part of the framework that was laid out before me. So when I graduated high school, well, I didn't do well enough in school to get a grant or anything like that. I didn't want to go into crippling college debt. So what path was available to me as a poor kid from the city who wants to make a life for himself? Well, I had a few options. I could just enter the workforce, or I could try to somehow pursue an education, or I could learn a trade. And when it came down to learning trades, I found the military offered the most opportunities for me to learn a trade. It was going to pay me, it was going to feed me, clothe me, and I was going to pick up a skill that I could then market after the fact. That was my thought process at 19. And it did exactly that. So I did my time in the military. I picked up a trade. I decided I hated the trade and didn't want to do it. So while I was in the military, I picked up another trade and I started studying real estate. And now I'm doing that. And the barrier to entry was fairly low. And really the only obstacle in my way when it comes to building my business is me, my thought processes, my actions, my service, the way I do things. And as such, I've been able to create a life better than I dreamed of when I was 19 and I entered that career field. I don't know what I want at 60, but I know it looks like this. I know it looks like waking up when I want to. I know it looks like if I don't want to work on a Monday, I don't work on a Monday. It means not calling in to somebody to request if I can spend my heartbeats, because that's the time frame. I think of everything as heartbeats. So if I have to be somewhere I don't want to be, I'm wasting heartbeats there. One day I'm going to run out. So I would like to spend my heartbeats the way I spend my heartbeats, which is doing what I want to do. in serving other people. I want to provide value. And I've been able to create a really nice life for myself at my age, for my family. I have more free time than I've ever had. I've got, I, I could go on about all the blessings that I have, but that's the mentality that I feel like a lot of folks who talk about I'm opting out are missing. They're not seeing how good we've got it. I mean, you might drive a 96 Corolla, but you've got a car and you can go from A to B. You have the option to leave. There's nobody holding guns and keeping you in some kind of internment camp. There's nobody, harassing you constantly. Like, you don't have to worry about bombs going off. This video's getting dark, and that's not my intention for it. All I'm saying is you can't opt out of something that you haven't truly factored in. To give up on the American dream, what does that even mean? What is the American dream? I think it's to come here and do what you want to do. If you want to be a teacher, you can be a teacher. You want to be a firefighter, you can be a firefighter. You want to open a business, you can open a business. You want to find employment and learn a skill, you can find employment and learn a skill. There's nothing holding you back from finding pockets and holes and avenues to get through, to get where you want to go. That's the American dream. If you don't have the Maserati by 26, it doesn't mean you should give up. It means you should wonder why you want the Maserati. Where does that come from? Are you just a rat in a wheel chasing something that you don't even fully understand why you want it? What I want is time, and I want my heartbeats. And America offers the opportunity to get your heartbeats in however you want. And yeah, you're going to sacrifice a few of them building some bricks. But then if you build them smart and you play the game, you might end up with something really nice at the end of it. So don't let these people tell you to sit down and lie down, and don't rack up debt trying to impress other people. Find what you love to do in life, provide value that way. And then one day, hopefully you can look back and say, I enjoy how I spent my time. I liked how I spent my time. I've got a wonderful legacy from the choices I made while I was here. Don't opt out, man. Stay at it. Like, I believe in you. I believe in you, that you have the potential to do exactly what you're setting out to do if you'll find the creativity to pursue it. I wish you all the best. And I hope that this finds you well.